Hey man, it's another Tuesday night. You're catching the tea after dark with your girl, the True Lady, and this week my guest is Ghost Boss.
Oh, boy.
Yes, all the way from Houston, Texas. So tonight we spilling everybody's tea. We might spill a little bit of your tea.
Ooh, wee.
Alright, man, so we're gonna hop into this week's CTT Bays. Those are the hottest celebs that I always see on my timeline. First one on the list is Lil Mama. She's definitely doing her thing in her black and white with the silver belts. This is really her glow up season. What you think?
I agree. She don't look as tomboyish as she used to
Right.
look. She look more like a lady.
She a lady. Yeah, she look good. Now, of course, Nicki Minaj is this week's CTT Bay. She's slaying with her photo shoot, and I'm loving this this mustard over jacket. I'm loving this. I'm loving it.
Nicki hot.
Yeah,
I agree.
She got it right.
Whole meal like you.
Right. No snack. It's a meal.
No snack. She a meal like you.
Alright, man, so of course we spilling the tea, but let's talk about No Cap. That's your EP that's coming out. Let them know about it.
Yeah, I got a new EP coming out called No Cap. Me, DJ Chose. First single off of it is Real Nigga. Crazy in the streets right now, doing numbers, man. I got something for the ladies on the way. It's called Newbie. Y'all gonna love it. And I need y'all to stay tuned because I got some surprises for y'all coming off this EP. I promise it's a banger.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
What's the tea on that?
I can't spill the tea on that though.
All right,
Just
I
know
tried.
it's coming.
I tried it.
I got Heat coming, man. I'm waiting on one more track. I'm going to put it out mid-August.
Mid-August, look for No Cap. So why was Real Niggas the choice to be the first single off this project?
Because I needed something that everybody could relate to. Everybody say they're real nigga.
Right.
But actions speak louder than
Your words, that is so
Any day.
true. So what is your definition of a real nigga?
Take care of your household, take care of your business, stay on your grind, be consistent, keep your word, and man, I mean, stick with your family, stick with you, and keep it 100 with them.
That's true. So you talking about being consistent. How consistent have you been with putting your music out over the years?
Man, I just been working. I literally have 2 mixtapes already done.
Yeah, you said that. So you got some No Cap is coming in. You said No Cap 2 ready and everything else.
I'm gonna have No Cap 2 ready. Right, I'm waiting on one more track right now for the No Cap 1.
Right.
But I have 2 mixtapes already done.
Yeah.
They're called Grinding Season.
Okay.
1 and 2.
All right. Hey, make sure y'all on the lookout for that as well. So what is a studio session like with Ghost Boss?
I really get in the studio and just get to business. I don't be playing around.
Right. Ain't no game.
Ain't no game. So get in there. Hey, put this track on. This is what I want to do, and I really knock it out.
Yeah, and let it go. Let it flow. So what do you need in the studio with you when you're in the studio? Is it?
All I need is a bottle of water and a Red Bull.
Oh, it's up there.
Some headphones and a microphone, and somebody sitting right there to push the button.
And it's a go.
Yeah, it's a go from there. Really though.
So why is Ghost Boss your name?
That's an old neighborhood name they gave me. So we all be chilling at the park or, chilling on the block or wherever we at.
Yeah.
And I might just dip off without saying bye, I'ma holler at y'all, I just slide out. So they, you know what? We're gonna call you Ghost.
Yeah.
So I just put the boss on there later.
All right, it's time progress. But you are a boss because you have your clothing line. So what you repping right now on your head. So let them know about the clothing line.
Strictly for Bosses clothing line. I got hats. I also have snapbacks. I have bodysuits for the females. I got the little twerking booty shorts for the girls.
Yeah.
Currently looking for models. So I'll let your boy Ghost Boss Music on IG. For the men, I have the shorts, the muscle shirts, and the tank top. Well, no, that is muscle shirts, the regular t-shirts. Also, I have styrofoam cups. I'm working on getting backpacks, hair towels, getting bandanas in.
Oh yeah.
And man, it's moving.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I'm working out here, man.
Yeah, don't sleep on ghosts.
That's why I named the project No Cap, because I feel like there's no limits to what I'm gonna do as far as music, as far as merchandise. I'm not settling.
Right. You want to keep moving forward.
Right.
So, what is your next business venture that you would like to invest in?
A grow house. Now, I want to real estate.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Real estate is the way to go. I heard a long time ago that Jay Prince was like, if you wanted to sign to Rap a Lot, you had to invest in real estate. You had to invest in cows and something else. I'm not sure what this is, but I definitely heard that. So that's important because people gonna need meat. They gonna need somewhere to stay. Right. All this.
Always. I mean, and I didn't know he said that, but that's just being smart with your money.
Money, exactly.
You trying to be here for right now, or you trying to stay long term.
Right, longevity.
Build up. You know, I mean, you investing in real estate, that's money coming in every week.
Yeah.
That could pay for your house, or pay for your car, or whatever the case. So it's just all about being smart with your money. So that would make sense.
I agree with you on that,
you
man.
know?
Invest it the right way. Jay-Z was trying to tell us, J. Cole trying to tell us, Kendrick Lamar, and everybody out here really trying to tell us as a black community.
It ain't all about shine. Yeah, everybody want to look good. Everybody want to shine. But let's say you fall off tomorrow.
Right.
Okay, and you got kids. So how your kids gonna eat now?
Right.
Exactly. You don't stay hot in music forever.
You're right.
That's real. You gotta have a plan in order.
Right. I think another person I admire too out of Houston is Slim Thug. You know, right now he has the whole housing situation. He's even teaching kids how to build houses at this point now. So that's why I respect Houston so much. That hustle is there, man.
Shout out to Slim, man. I had no idea he was teaching classes, but you know, Slim being self-made since way, and I was a kid, switching house straight out the trunk. So you know, I know he business minded.
Right. So I asked you this earlier. You know, the Houston legends, but how does Houston influence you in your raps?
Houston influences me in my music by making you get it the same way that they did. Cause man, everybody from Houston, you gotta get off your ass and go and get it on your own. Like, don't expect no handouts. Don't expect nobody to look out for you. And it really seemed like people in Houston are torn apart and you know, separated. But it's just a hustler's mind frame out there, man. You gotta get off your ass and get it yourself.
That's all facts. Man, how can they find you online? The project, the singles, and everything else?
Yeah, the project ain't out yet, but I do have some singles coming. No, the singles are already out. They on Tidal, they on Spotify, Google, iTunes, Amazon. Just type in Ghost Boss Music, and I'm there.
We're gonna move on to this week's hot topics. Those are the things that's always trending, and this week it's a bunch of baby mama drama. Boosie baby mama exposing him on his daughter's Instagram. Now Boosie and his children, they spent the whole little week in Miami exploring, doing whatever, but I guess the baby mama felt that she had to get some things off her chest, and she played an audio clip of him cursing her out, calling his daughter out of her name, also saying he was gonna knock her teeth out, take her out the wheel, all kind of mess.
You fucking off with this shit on the top. Why? So now I want to know what did he tell her? Why? I didn't tell nobody to diss you. What did you talk about? What did you tell Tori? Cause she crying. I'm taking out my seat in the moat. You call my daughter a bitch? Tell that bitch I'm taking out my wheel in the moat. You call my daughter a bitch? I'm gonna black her fucking eye.
And, you know, people were attacking her, claiming that she's bitter, but, you know, what are your thoughts about this?
I mean, I feel the same way. I really hadn't heard about it until just now, but just hearing about it, he ain't gonna do that for no reason.
Right, yeah, something gonna trigger him.
Yeah, it's some reason.
Yeah, I was like, I need to hear the full thing in context, because you can play whatever part of the conversation that you want to play for everyone to, to tune into. But I need to hear everything.
Right, everybody know Boosie for being a good daddy. Boosie love his kids, so, anything that he said dealing with his kid, it's triggered.
Right.
And then I feel like Boosie don't mean it. Talking about his kid.
Right. I think she just probably called him in a moment. And not to mention, Boosie celebrating getting off probation, being on probation for like 10 years. What? But he finally, the last day was earlier last week, so he really celebrated.
Yeah, and then he just came off a trip with his kids. So,
Yeah, they were in Miami for a whole week, and even in the video after, she talks about he does spend time with his children. Exactly. He get them for the holidays. He get them for any break, spring break, Easter break, summer break. He's gonna get his children, but in the same time, you're trying to paint this picture of him in this media. Granted, it's horrible to hear a man say, "Oh, refer to their daughter as a bitch," and I'm gonna knock her teeth out. That's horrible. But I really need to know the full context of the conversation,
the whole story, and then your personal stuff. You don't even want to go to the whole world with it, because that's not the whole world.
It's not. It's not.
Leave your kids separate from the business.
Exactly. And then after she, did the expose of the audio, Boosie went on his Instagram and he was like, "Oh, but she wasn't nothing but a flipper. Me and my homeboy had a heads and tails." He was like, "We talked about it in the record, so it's this." But it was like, "This still your baby mama."
At the end of the day. But shit, I mean, you can't help who you have a baby. Well, you can help it, but shit, I mean, all you can do is take care of the kid at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
She gonna do what she gonna do.
Right. This is all true. She gonna do whatever she gonna do. But, hopefully these two, work it out and keep their personal life off IG. I know a lot of people love it, though. They tune in for the drama.
Oh, yeah. People love drama.
But speaking of drama, let's talk about Rick Ross and his baby mama.
Oh.
Now, they always going back and forth online. Tia Kemp has no filter. She don't mind coming at this man's neck. She gonna pull his chain every time she tries to. But Rick Ross was late on his child support payment. And I guess wasn't trying to pay. So the lawyers had to get involved, sending emails to each other lawyer like, "Hey, your client is late on his payment. We need to retrieve our money." And she was like, "All I want you to do is just pay your child support and spend time with your child." He got on his Snapchat and saying, it was like, "Oh no, sis, you really need to get a job. Don't expect me to take care of your whole household. You too old for these games."
Shoot online right now. We doing it big. At all the better bitches, go get a job first. Get at us, You mad. Run me my baby, that ain't yours. That's for the young king. Can't come between that.
And I know he paying the grip every month.
Right. She
so
taking care of the house.
Yeah, so why you can't function?
Right.
Help out. Help me help you. Make me want to help you.
That's what Ross saying. That's what Ross is saying. Get it together, sis. That's basically.
I know. I'm sure he take care of his kids too. But, some baby mamas just want to be taken care of and feel like.
Right. But
why, I don't know.
But see, this is the thing. Ross treat all his baby mamas differently. Like, she's the only baby mama that doesn't really come to functions, come around. He's the only child that doesn't come around either. Like, his daughters, both of his daughters, they have relationships with each other, with both baby mamas. They cool with each other besides her. I don't know what it is that Tia Kemp did to that man, but he ain't. I'm going to just give you the money and go, basically.
Some folks will drive you to it.
This is true. This is true. Have you ever experienced any of this?
Have I? Yeah, man. It's just some people in this world that's just bitter and want you to be down. And ain't happy unless you're in a bad mood.
Right. That's crazy though.
Yep.
How can you let someone else determine your mood? I want to have control of my own life. If I'm gonna be happy, I'm gonna be happy.
Because I'm gonna be happy. I want to see you happy. So I want to see me happy too.
Exactly. Stevie J and Faith Evans secretly got married this week. Were you expecting this?
Actually, this is my first time hearing about this too.
What?
But nah, I didn't see that coming.
Right. I don't think nobody did. I know that they were in the studio making music together, and I know they've had, you know, working relationships prior with Bad Boy, but no one saw that they were going to get married. Not even the family. The family was blindsided by this whole news. Like, what? Yeah. So they got married in Las Vegas.
Vegas,
they eloped.
Stella got a whole groove back.
Right.
I mean, but you know, more power to you. That's what make you happy.
Right, and now they're gonna be putting out a song together. It releases Friday, and it's about their love. I feel like it's really about the bag. I won't believe it's real until I see the marriage license. To be honest, that's how I feel.
Oh yeah, we done been down this road.
With Jocelyn. But speaking of Jocelyn, she was a little petty boo too. She got on Instagram trying to expose Stevie X, saying that he tried to propose and marry her a month ago. So, you know, all she said is she want her child support too. I don't know what it is with the baby mamas this week. They on 3.
On 10.
Yeah. They doing way too much. But hopefully, I just hope Stevie get his hell, you know, he do his thing with the women.
Man. I mean,
Faith Evans don't get caught up. Now, speaking of Faith Evans, she did a recent interview with Drink Traps podcast, and she talked about her sexual relationships with Biggie. Some things I don't think anybody was expecting. And she talked about how she ate his butt and he ate her butt, you know, vice versa. You know, eat the booty like groceries. I guess that's the thing. But who knew it was the thing back in the 90s?
Hey man, you know, there's one person in particular that made that cool to even say. So, you know, I mean, if you're a freak, you're just a freak.
Right.
To each his own.
To each his own.
You know, I don't want my butt ate.
Right, you ain't with the shits.
I'm not with the shit. I'm not with it.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. When she said it, I was, you know, I'm a visual person, so I'm like, the imagery got in my head, and I was like, oh no. Who would have thought like something like that would have been popping in the 90s, or like this what we do? You know, we hear about it now.
Yeah, how you think you got here? That
Right.
was nasty too.
You right. I don't want to know that part about my parents. But I wonder if she gonna do those same things with Stevie J. What's tea, sis?
Sip my water
On that one. We're talking about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let's go into Carly Red. Carly Red, the thought of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's what I name her. She is engaged. Someone finally got down on their knee and proposed to her this week at her single release party. Now, some people are saying that this is to save the ratings because Love and Hip Hop Atlanta ratings were down tremendously this season. Shockingly. I mean, I tune in every week, so I was surprised by that. But so what do you think? Do you think it's a ploy? You think it's true love, or?
Who knows? It could be true love. It could be a publicity stunt. You just never really know. But, you know, if it is, I mean, I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about time to slow down.
Right, this is true.
Yeah.
She the oldest one on the show.
Yeah, it's time to go and slow down.
Right, yeah, you know, it's like put the brakes on it real quick.
Most definitely.
You know, she's been like every season she has a new boo. Last season was Sean Garrett, Young Jock. Then she was with Roscoe Dash at one point in time. Then she was with who else she was with? Was it Tamar's husband when she first got on the show? But Tamar wasn't married yet to Vince. That was in the very beginning. Like, her list just keep going on and on and on.
I couldn't tell you because I don't really watch Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But I always hear about it, and I feel like, shit, it's probably time for her to go and slow down one time.
Have a seat. Take 2 seats, sis. But congratulations, and I hope you guys have a prosperous life together. Now we're finna go into In Case You Missed the Tea. These are things that people kind of miss on their timeline, but I'm always catching because you know what? I'm lurked out.
100.
Hey, right now, Amber Rose has a new boo. He's an NBA player. We were not expecting this one. I know she was still love hurt behind 21 Savage. Alright, now Super Sid is again on our timelines. Now, a few months ago, she was engaged and proposed to and said yes to her boyfriend Lou. Now the couple are expecting a baby after she did this whole rant saying she wasn't having no children, she ain't got time for kids. But she made the announcement on Instagram.
She could have been loving somebody that talked to her, or nigga could have been putting it down right.
Yeah, I think it was the latter.
Everything changed in the bedroom.
And you guys know it is time for the Ask a Lady question, where you, my tea sippers, submit questions seeking advice, and me and my guests, we give our opinions, and also the people in the comments give their opinions as well. This week's question is anonymous because it says Lady in Need, and it says, Dear True Lady, I have an issue with my husband's baby mama. We've been married for 5 years with our own son who is 4 years old. Now the baby mama insists that everything is kept separate from my son. Her son, who is 7, acknowledges my son as his brother. He even calls me mama number 2. He's even treated like my son. I love him dearly, but the baby mama is becoming a pain. We do 2 different birthday parties. She refuses to invite us or involve us in any award ceremonies or anything of that nature. I'm literally sick of it. How can we stop her from acting this way? How can we make this situation a legit co-parenting situation?
I think it all depends on the maturity level of the female.
Right.
Bitter females can be the worst.
Ooh.
And you know, they'll do shit like this.
Yeah.
Anything to cause some kind of confusion, to make a situation uneasy, unhappy, whatever. You really just gotta sit down and talk to her.
Yeah.
And y'all gotta come to an agreement.
I really feel like it's gonna take him to definitely put his foot down and let her be on like, hey, you know, we together. This ain't going nowhere. You have to embrace both of us. Like doing this thing separate is not gonna work for the children.
Right.
You know, make her see the bigger picture. You know, and if she don't see it, y'all gonna have to.
And then it's crazy because she sounds like the type that just wants a reaction. And any reaction that she get it's fine. You feel like this now, I'm still gonna go for it. So y'all gotta talk together, man.
Yeah.
Because it ain't even it's not about the mama no more. It's about the kids.
The kids.
You need to think about that. So
Right.
That's what needs to be brought to the attention, brought to light.
Kids,
it's not about you, how you feel, what you want separate. It's about the
exactly. And so, baby mama, sis, you need to quit being childish. She really being childish.
Yes, quit being.
Yeah. If this girl, if she wants to embrace your child, like who can get mad at someone who wants to embrace their child the same way as them?
Right.
Okay, sis. Tea sippers, comment below. What are your thoughts? What is your advice for a lady in need? Now, that's all the tea we spilling tonight. You always can catch that tea with me, a true lady, everywhere. SpillingTheTea.com or just search for that hashtag, Catch the Tea. We out.
Holla at you. Boy.